Dhritarashtra was also disturbed. And the reason we saw they were disturbed is, any of you can, anyone can, yes.
Their plans were different from
Krishna's. Very good. A big round of applause. Basically, many of us, we are disturbed in this world because we have a plan, and that plan is separate from Krishna's plan, different from Krishna's plan. Why Arjuna's plan was different? Because he was thinking he is Pandava. And Krishna told me, wait a minute, I will tell you who you are. That was in the second chapter. He said, you are not Pandava. You are soul, Atma. And why Arjuna was not understanding Krishna's plan was because Arjuna in the first chapter was thinking, Kauravas are my enemies. But Krishna said, wait a minute, I'll tell you, who is your enemy? And that Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajaguna, Samudbhava, Mahashano, Mahapatma, Yudhikina, Vairina. Krishna did not say, Pakistan, Asia, China, Asia, militant Samudbhava, Mahashano, Mahapatma, Yudhikina, Vairina. Now he said that relatives Asia, neighbors Asia, backbiting Samudbhava, Mahashano, Mahapatma, Vidhi. No, the real enemy is not outside, it's inside. Why Arjuna was not understanding the plan? Because he was thinking, the Pandavas are my friends and allies. Krishna said, no, wait, come to the fourth chapter, I'll tell you who is the, and who is the real friend? Tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Updeshyanti jnanam jnanina tattva darshina. So spiritual master is a real friend. And in the fifth chapter he says, Bhoktaram Tapasam Sarvalokamaya Surya Sarvabhutanam Natama Shanti Prichati. Spiritual master and Krishna is our real friend. So once we understand this, then we can understand Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan, what is Krishna's plan for Arjuna? Krishna's plan for Arjuna is Arjuna should fight. Not only fight, he should kill his grandfather, Bhishma Pitama. He should kill his teacher, Dronacharya. So that's why Arjuna was in a dilemma. How can I execute this plan of the Lord? He was in a dilemma. So, Arjuna was trying to convince Krishna to change his plan. So Arjuna in the second chapter, he comes to a point, second chapter, text number 7, is the turning point. He says, Karpanya dosh ubhata subhava prichamitam dharma samuracheta yek shriyasham ishitam ruhitam neshishtastham sadhimam tam prabhan. I accept you as my spiritual master, and that's the turning point. Oh Krishna, at this stage, I don't want a kingdom. I don't want even the three world. What I want is divine knowledge. I want divine knowledge. I want divine knowledge. I want divine knowledge. This is what is going to satisfy me. And Krishna says, yes. Yes. The divine knowledge is available for me. And Krishna is saying, you can get the divine knowledge if you get the mercy of the spiritual master. And there's another way of getting divine knowledge. You stay away from all the abominable acts. You stay away from all abominable acts. The divine knowledge will be available. So Arjuna is thinking, wow, I will stay away from this horrible war. And I will go to the forest and be a sannyasi. That's why the third chapter Krishna says, Arjuna, Krishna is telling Arjuna that, you do what I'm saying, that is good for you. There are three reasons why Krishna wants Arjuna to kill Bhishma Pitama and kill Dronacharya. But Arjuna was not understanding that. He says that if I get the divine knowledge, there are two ways to get divine knowledge. One is one can take sannyas and he gets the divine knowledge. And other way is just do the Nishkam Karma Marga. Just do what the spiritual master is saying. And gradually, by the blessings of Vaishnavas, the consciousness will develop and we will become purified. So Arjuna is saying, okay, I will take the other path. I will take sannyas and go to the forest. Then in the third chapter, Krishna says, no, you don't do that. You don't do that because your heart is not pure. Sannyas is for those whose heart is pure. So you don't do that. But if you practice Krishna consciousness, gradually you will serve Vaishnavas. And by that blessings, your heart will become pure. The more your heart becomes pure, the divine knowledge will come to you. That is the safer way of getting the divine knowledge. So, Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight. Then Krishna says, if you, Arjuna, fight and do what the spiritual master says, the whole world will do what you are doing. Because Arjuna was the man of Dwapara Yuga. He was the best student from Dronacharya Institute of Warfare, gold medalist. So whatever Arjuna did, the whole world will do. Like today, if we have a great personality like Bill Gates, or let us say some great personality, like Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, if he was, but Virat Kohli, if he takes a goggle which is made from this particular company, guaranteed many youth of India and of the world will take that goggle. If Virat Kohli takes bead bag and he chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, guaranteed many youth will take bead bag and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So if Virat Kohli has Bhagavad Gita in his hand, so many youth will take Bhagavad Gita in their hands also. So whatever the great people will do, the man in common man will also do. Because common man, they don't think, they just follow. Like children, they don't do what the parents tell them. They do what the parents do. They just follow, imitate the. So Krishna says, Yadya Dacharati Shreshtas Tattva Sorry, why Krishna is not telling Arjuna to go to the forest? Because if Arjuna goes to the forest, believe it or not, behind him, everybody will go. The whole Kurukshetra 18 Akshayani Sena, they will go. Only Duryodhana and Bhim will be there fighting. Rest everybody will go to the forest. Then in the forest, Arjuna can, keep up with the conditions which is required for sannyas. Bhishma Pitama or Dronacharya. Rest everybody next day they may say, oh, I want to see my children. Oh, I want to meet my wife. Then in those days it will be very, 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 it will be very bad that somebody is going to the forest and becoming a sannyasa and coming back home. Like in Hindi, we may say, oh, it will be like na ghar ka na ghat. It will be really bad. They will be not taken in the right mood. So Arjuna will be the cause of misguiding them. So that's why Krishna said, you don't go there. And Krishna wanted Arjuna to kill Bhishma Pitama because if, as it is, Bhishma Pitama is going to die, as it is, Dronacharya is going to die. If Arjuna fights and his arrow hits Bhishma Pitama, and because Arjuna is so full of Krishna consciousness, Bhishma Pitama will get a higher destination. We can understand this with another example from Treta Yuga. When Ravana told his uncle Marich, go, it's my order. You delude Sita Devi and, I will then kidnap Sita Devi. Mama Marich said, no, I'm not. If you don't do that, forget that you're my mama, I will kill you. Then Mama Marich was thinking, as it is, I have to die. If I become a deer, Lord Ram will kill me. Or Lakshman will kill me. That will good. If I don't do this, I am going to die. So let me die in the hands of her. So similarly, Bhishma Pitama is going to die, and if Arjuna's arrows hit him, it will be so full of Krishna consciousness, Bhishma Pitama will get his destination upgraded. So that's what Krishna wants. Krishna wants Uddhava to upgrade his consciousness from Sakyaras to Madhuryaras. So he sends him to go to Vrindavan from Dwarika, meet the gopis, so that he upgrades his from Sakyaras to. Similarly, Krishna wanted Bhishma Pitama, he has done so much for me. I can never ever forget Bhishma Pitama's sacrifice, but I want to give him a higher destination, and that of all the people in this world, only Arjun can do. So kill Arjuna. So killing of Arjuna killing Bhishma Pitama is Krishna's mercy. And that is Krishna's plan. He wants to upgrade. So that's why. But Arjuna is not understanding. How can I kill my grandfather? So that's why he was trying to, in the third chapter, he's saying, no, no, no. Oh Krishna, I know what is good, I know what is bad, but still I am forced to do what I'm not supposed to do. Then Krishna said, Kamesha Krodesha Vajagunasambhava. I know what is right, what is wrong, but still. I know cigarette smoking is bad for health, but still. So Krishna says, Kamesha, the lust. Lust is the one. And to kill the lust, we require the divine knowledge. So again, in the fourth chapter, the whole history of divine knowledge comes. Arjuna is saying to Krishna, it is divine knowledge if you want. In the fifth chapter, if it is divine knowledge you want, again Arjuna is not ready to fight. बोलते हैं आप मुझे पढ़ाई करना, आप मुझसे पढ़ाई कराना चाहते हो कि लड़ाई करना चाहते हो? आप बोलते हैं डिवाइन नॉलेज में पढ़ाई करने के लिए, पर आप लड़ाई करने के लिए क्यों बोल रहे हो? But Arjuna was not understanding that if he follows the instructions of Krishna, automatically his consciousness will be pure. And the more the consciousness gets pure, the divine knowledge will automatically reveal. He is not understanding that he is thinking that if he goes just changes his dress and changes his place as a sannyasi, divine knowledge will come. The divine knowledge will come only when the heart is pure. And sannyas is for those who are pure heart. Arjuna is not ready for that. But Arjuna is saying that I will take sannyas not because he is afraid of fighting, just because he does not want to follow he did not want to kill whom? Bhishma, Pitama and Dronacharya. Otherwise, but that is the plan of Krishna. Why Krishna wants to kill Arjuna? Why Krishna wants Arjuna to kill Dronacharya? Sometimes the spiritual instructions may look seemingly very, very harsh, difficult, and why would Krishna tell an old man to go fetch Chandan? Madhavendra Puri, Krishna Vrindavan happily installed Srinathji. Happily not. I want Chandan. He's an old man. Sometimes it looks, but he wants to show the whole world. My devotees, my pure devotees will do anything and everything to please me. And Mother is walking. So sometimes it will look very seemingly very difficult, harsh. It looks very harsh that Arjuna has to kill Bhishma Pitama, but that was the only option for Bhishma Pitama's welfare. The best welfare for Bhishma Pitama is Arjuna should kill him. But Arjuna is not understanding that, man of the Lord. So in the fifth chapter again, Arjuna is saying, I am going to take sannyas. Krishna said, don't. You are not fit for sannyas. And if you take sannyas, you are not following my plan. So that again you will be disturbed as a sannyasi. So Krishna tells that better you get up every day at 4 o'clock, come for Mangalarti at 4:30, chant 16 rounds, do Tulsi Parikrama, and then be in the Bhagavatam class. Then do your daily duty, and again in the evening attend Bhagavad Gita class, Sandhyati, and go to rest. Following you, the whole world will do that. Because he is the man of the upper yuga. So Krishna wanted Arjuna to do that. Follow that. And he said, if you do that, a person who may be very degraded in his consciousness will also become a highly elevated soul. From a lowly crowd-like consciousness, one can become a high sun-like personality. Topmost sun-like personality. That was Krishna's plan. Like Yayati Maharaj was so much into sense gratification that for years together he was attached to Devyani, so much so that he wanted his son's youth and he gave his old age to his son so that he can enjoy with Devyani. But the only one good thing about Yayati Maharaj was attending Mangalarti every day, but he was coming late. Gradually, a day came because in Janmashtami he used to give donations. Rath Yatra he used to give donations. And gradually, getting Vaishnava Seva and Vaishnava mercy. A day comes where he says that daily self-gratification is like pouring butter into the fire. It can never ever extinguish the fire. And then he tells, no. So why did that happen? Because he did not run away to the forest with a contaminated plant. Had he gone to the forest in an immature condition, like Vishwamitra, he was in the forest and then he heard the ankle bell of Maneka or somebody. Then again like Shrobar, she was in the water, then he saw something, two fishes coming together, then again he was disturbed. So Krishna did not want that to happen to Arjuna. So that's why Krishna is protecting him. But Arjuna is saying, I want to. But, so there are two ways to get PhD. Let us say two ways to get PhD. One way is go from KG class, then 10th standard, then 12th standard, then 15th standard, then 17th standard, then 20th standard and get PhD. That's a way. It will happen. Only thing, you just stick to the process. Another way, you do something spectacular, then the government will say, we declare you as a doctor. So, but doing that spectacular will not happen for everyone. So Krishna is saying you better follow the process. From 10th standard, go to 12th standard, then 15th standard, so that everybody will follow the process. Because Arjuna, if he does that, then everybody will do that. So there are two reasons. One is, if Arjuna goes to the forest, the whole world will go to the forest and they will spoil their life. Other thing is, if Arjuna kills Bhishma and Drona, then Bhishma Drona gets a higher destination. So till now, this is what is this. But in the 6th chapter, again, Arjuna asks, I want to take sannyas. Then said, okay, I'm telling you what is karma sannyas. And he says, you go to the forest, look for a place which is very clean. It is not up or low. If it is high, then the wind will come, it will disturb you. And if it is low, maybe the river water or rainwater may accumulate and you will be disturbed. So everything is said. And as you practice the dhyana, you should come to a stage where you can think well for all. So much so that you can think good for every living entity in the creation. But Arjuna is saying, no, I cannot do that. It cannot happen. I can think good for Yudhishthir, but I cannot think good for Duryodhana. Why? Because no, that cannot happen because my mind is flickering. Why, Arjuna? No, I cannot do that. I can think good for Yudhishthira and others, but not for Duryodhana, Dushasana and others. They have been so bad. But that is what is sannyas. But no, I cannot do that. I can stop the flow of the air, but not the flickering mind. That is the point. Again, a turn. It's a turn. It's a turning point in Arjuna. At that point, he accepts this sannyas process is not for me. Then he says, okay, Krishna, now you tell me what I should do. I am ready to do. Go and fight. But Krishna says, wait a minute. Understand what is Krishna consciousness. Then he says, the 7th chapter. If you want to become a devotee, then be a very good devotee. I think, Hare Krishna. Should I speak without this? I think it will be better. Hare Krishna. Okay. So if you want to become a devotee, be a good devotee. So he says, Yogi Nama Pishavishamadgutarantavatam. So he is quoting, be like gopis. All time, all place, all circumstances. You can think about pleasing me. That is a real yogi. Yogi does not mean to go to the forest. Be where you are, like gopis. They are serving the husband, they are serving the children, they are serving the parents, they are serving the in-laws, and thinking about Krishna. Yogi Nama Pesavisham. Then Krishna said, Maya Asastamana. That is the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is what Krishna wants. That is art of living. So now we are in the 7th chapter till 12th chapter. That is Bhakti Yoga, art of living. So Krishna mentions the word Mahatma in the 7th chapter, 8th chapter, and the 9th chapter. So the 7th chapter is art of living. Art of living is my asastar, get attached to Krishna at all time and all place and all circumstances. Krishna says, when you look at the earth, when you look at water, when you look at fire, just understand it is coming from me and think about me. That is what is art of living. Prithvi, Bhumi, Apo, Anala, Vayu, Kam, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, Iti, Yamna, Vinna, Prakriti, Astada. So Krishna is saying you should be so attached to me that anywhere you see anything, you should remember me, like a mother who is in love with the child. And the child, son goes to hostel, and the mother goes to the room. This is my son's table. This is my son's chair, and this is my son's bed. This is my son's shoes. This is my son's handkerchief. Why? Because she is in love with the son. And whatever is connected with her son, this is my son. It reminds about this time he must be eating, this time he must be playing. So, but a new maid servant comes, clean the room. Who's wedding is? See the difference? Similarly, Krishna is saying, you see the earth, then you should say, this earth belongs to my Krishna. So Prabhupada was in London, and many devotees in 68 just joined. And Prabhupada was taken to a nice park, and Prabhupada was sitting and chanting. And one devotee, he came very, he was like very sincere devotee, but out of his, inquisitiveness, he said, Srila Prabhupada, you said Krishna is everywhere, and we should see Krishna everywhere. So there was a big wall in front of Prabhupada, like big wall. So Krishna is in that corner of one, yes. Middle also, and in this corner also, yes, yes, yes. So in that corner, in which pose Krishna is standing and what kind of dress is wearing, and in this area, how is Krishna standing in which pose, and because whether it's this side or that side, in that side, what is the pose in which Krishna is standing? Prabhupada was feeling good that he's thinking like this. Then Srila Prabhupada said, yeah, Krishna is a devotee when he sees everything, he remembers Krishna. It means that he sees the earth, water, fire. He thinks that this earth is coming from my God, that is Krishna. So in this way, this is real art of living. And in the 7th chapter, Krishna mentions, according to the love, a human being, I mean, there are 11 kinds of human beings. Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukritini Arjuna artha gyani chakartarisha. There are 4 kinds of people who will come to me. And there are 4 kinds of people who will never ever come to me. Namam drishkitino muda prabodhante naratama maya parita jnanam. So 8 categories already mentioned. Then those who are behind demigods, that's the 9th kind, Devadattavad. Then the 10th kind is Mayavad, and the 11th kind is Brahmavad. So this 11 kind of human being. In the 7th chapter, Krishna mentions about the Mahatma, and he says, the Mahatma, they know that they are in love with me and they can see me everywhere. And Arjuna asks, how long will it take for one to become Mahatma? He says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gyanvan Vasudev Sarvamiti Mahatma. Everything is coming from me, Sir Mahatma. So that is the birth of Mahatma. Then in the 10th chapter, the 8th chapter, Krishna is talking about art of dying. And how a Mahatma dies also mentioned. Antakale Chamamev. The 8th chapter starts with 8 questions because it is the 8th chapter. And the 7 questions Krishna answers in 2 slokas. And the main crux is how to remember Krishna at the time of death. We all talk about art of living, that is good. But at the same time, we should know the art of dying also. Antakale chamamevam smaran mutva kelarvya prayati chamadvam yati natya samsaya. So that is what. The death is an examination and life is preparation. And whatever we do in our life, that is what will come as a flash during our death. So we should practice Krishna consciousness. Devotees also leave the body and the non-devotees also leave the body. But death comes for devotees and non-devotees. But the death is for the devotees is like a pleasurable encounter, and the death for non-devotees is very, very horrible encounter. A devotee is when he's leaving this body, he is smiling and going. In Hindi, we can say that that there's a saying, Kabira, jab hum paida hue, jag hase, hum roye. So it means when I took birth, people were laughing and I was crying. When we come to this world, we come crying. Kabira, jab hum paida hue, jag hase, hum roye. Kabira, ऐसे करनी कर चल, ऐसे करनी कर चल कि जब हम छोड़े तो हम हंसे और जग रोए. So when we take Krishna consciousness, we will understand Krishna is loving us and is waiting for us, and we will smile and go back home, back to Godhead. We make prayers. Om Ajnanati Mirandasa. Everyone comes crying in this world because of ignorance. And those who are unfortunate, they come crying, they live crying and die crying. But those who are fortunate, they come crying but live smiling and laughing. That's why in Hindi it's a very nice statement. रोते हुए आते हैं सब, रोते हुए आते हैं सब, हंसता हुआ चल जाए. वो मुकद्दर का सिकंदर कहलाता है भक्तों. One who has conquered the destiny is Mukaddar ka Sikandar, conqueror of destiny. But the non-devotees are unfortunate. वो रोते हुए आते हैं, रोते हुए जीते हैं, रोते हुए जाते हैं. So it is, for them it is like रोते हुए आते हैं सब, रोते हुए जो जाए वो मुकद्दर का चुचुंदर है. So they come crying and they go crying, and the destiny has really, made them very insignificant. But being devotees, practice Krishna consciousness, at the end we can see Krishna and we leave the body. So that's the success of life. Otherwise, non-devotees, they are also in the hospital. Devotees also in the hospital. But the devotees, they say Krishna, smile and go. But the non-devotees, they cry and go. They are put into the ICU, and for them, ICU is like the Yamraj thing. I see you. You need all this, and really, he's saying, the patient is also saying, I see you, Yamraj, and Yamraj is also saying, I see you too. And it's really, in the hospitals, it may be multi-story in the 8th floor or 9th floor, and the patient is crying. Who is this fellow? Who is this fellow? Nurse, nurse, nurse. There is a fellow sitting on a buffalo and is shouting, come, come. But where is that? Where is that? Believe it or not, there was a devotee. There's a devotee. Is a devotee. He is from Radha Gopinath temple and an industrialist. And he was with Prabhupada in Prabhupada final times of the past times. He used to have a lot of questions. I'm just forgetting his name. Srinathji Prabhu. Srinathji Prabhu was in Srinathji Prabhu, thank you for that. Srinathji Prabhu was in ICU, and to his next there was another person. And believe it or not, for 3 days, Srinathji Prabhu was saying Yamdut in the buffalo sitting, and Srinathji Prabhu was chanting, Yamdut mujhe pakadne ke liye kyun aaya? Wrong number hai. So after 3 days, then he found out that unka jo baad wala tha usko utha ke lekar gaya. So it was like multi-story. We could see the Yamduta was like, उनको थोड़ी ना ground floor lift चाहिए. तो हवा में खड़े थे विंडो से इशारा कर रहा था. तो ये बेहोश था. तो सिद्धार्थ पूरा मेरा wrong number लग गया. वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा चैटिंग. Then he came to know बाजू वाले को लेके गया. So Yamduta Sarkar. One interesting thing about Yamduta Sarkar, that who can become an Yamduta, like who can join army or who can get join IIT. There are some qualifications. So Yamduta का qualification कैसे होता है? Yamraj ji will look for that candidate who gets the human body. Again he does a lot of sin. Again he goes to hell. Many times a living entity after human body goes to hell again and again and again and again and again. Then Yamduta says, "इसको तो practice हो गया." Maro, kato. So he becomes the next Yamduta. So he is also very. So yes, this is how the Yamduta's qualification takes place. So the Mahatmas, they leave this body world, and that is mentioned in the 8th chapter. The word Mahatma is mentioned in 7th, 8th, and 9th chapter. The art of dying, the Mahatma. Mam upetya punarjanam dukkale mashasanam. Napnoti Mahatmanam Samsati Paramamgati. The Mahatmas, they will take this process of Krishna consciousness very seriously, very seriously, very seriously, so seriously that in the end of the lifetime, they will see Krishna and go back on back to God. Mahatmanam Mahatma. So, in the 7th chapter, we talk about how the Mahatma takes birth. In the 8th chapter, we see how the Mahatma leaves the body. This art of living, art of dying, and 9th chapter is art of loving. Krishna, devotees love Krishna, that is okay. So much so that what do the devotees do? So Krishna says, my devotees, Tasatam Kirtayantamam, they always chanting and they are paying obeisance to me. 24 hours, into 7. Every week, every month, every day, they are, this is Mahatma. So the third time the word Mahatma comes. Mahatma Namstu Mahapatam Devim Prakriti Astu. So, how does the Mahatma take birth? That is in the sun. How does the Mahatma leave the body? That is in the 8th chapter. But in the 9th chapter, what does the Mahatma do between birth and death? Always chanting the name of Sasatam Kirtan. So much so that he offers a leaf. Krishna is pleased. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachanta Dham Bhakta Patamasanami Prayatarmana. A simple leaf is given, Krishna out of love accepts it. So much so that a devotee of the Lord by mistake does something abominable, very something very lowly, but Krishna does not take it seriously. He gives them the thought, and it says, Api chetu suduracharo bhajante mantra anane bhag sadhureva samantaves samekritatsi. Kontaya pratijami name bhaktas. Shastram Bhavati Dharmatma. My devotees, I love them so much that at the end of the lifetime, even if they commit something abominable, I'll forget it and forgive them and I'll make them, give them a chance. Again, they will become, upgrade their consciousness and go back on the Shastram Bhavati Dharmatma. That is art of living. So that is 9th chapter. Then the 10th chapter is art of saying. But the art of saying is actually through the ears. So Krishna, Arjuna requests Krishna to you tell me, how can I see you everywhere? You are telling Maya Asakta, how should I get attacked? So Krishna is saying, in this world, in Hindi we say Chamatkar ko Namaskar. So something great, if we see something beautiful, if we see something like amazing, we see, we get attracted. So Krishna says, whatever great you see in this world, understand and remember me, this greatness is there because of me. Whether you see earth, water, fire, air, either. Jalaja now Lakshani, whether you see aquatic trees, birds, reptiles, animals, human being, whatever is great, it's all greatness is coming because of me. Aishwarya Suthamangala, you see something beautiful, something strong, someone is rich. Understand that richness, greatness is coming by me. So, slope number 19 to 40, 19 to 42, 1942. That's he says, on earth, in earth, what is the greatest thing? Big mountains. And he says, among the big mountains, I am Himalayas, Achala. And among the mountains which is moving, that is Meru Parvat, that is me. So whatever is good, in water bodies, we may see water in a glass, water in a small tub, water in a well, water in tank, water in well, water in lake, and water in river, and water in ocean. Ocean, if you see, is so vast, and that vastness of the ocean is given by me. So we should remember Krishna. So earth, water, fire, anything we see which is great in that, particular thing is coming among the birds, Krishna says, I am Garuda. Among the snake, Krishna says, I am Vasuki, one-headed. Among the snake with many heads, I am Anantashesh. Okay. Among the animals, the king of the forest is lion. That is me. So whatever is great, among the fish, small like a fish, the shark, I am. Among the plants, the banyan tree is so vast and new. So that greatness to the banyan tree is given to me. So whatever we see among the beautiful, he says, among the rich and Kuvera, and this, and this, and this. So whatever is great, when we see great things, we get attracted. We should think that greatness is come because of Krishna. In this way, that is out of sin. But in the 11th chapter, it's like out of feeling. Art of seeing is through the years. Once it is in early 50s. Lal Bahadur Shastri is the first president of India. Who is the Lal Bahadur Shastri? Did he become the president of India? No? Okay. When did Lal Bahadur Shastri become the president?
He became prime minister.
Oh, he became a prime minister. Okay, he was the second prime minister. Yeah. Okay. So Lal Bahadur Shastri was standing in the queue, and it was a ration store. And the shopkeeper saw नाम लाल बहादुर शास्त्री क्या देश का प्रधानमंत्री बोलते हैं या राष्ट्रपति? देश का प्रधानमंत्री हो तुम? हमें लाल बहादुर शास्त्री नहीं देश का. Then somebody from far came. अरे ये तो हमारे ये contemporary prime minister है. When he heard that, then the shopkeeper said, "अरे बैठो बैठो बैठो, मैं आपके लिए सब ये करता हूँ." नहीं. But Lal Bahadur Shastri was such a very humble soul that he was standing like a common man in the queue, and nobody knew that he was standing. And the shopkeeper did not know. When he saw that, अरे ये तो हमारा देश का प्रधानमंत्री का नाम है. क्या आप प्रधानमंत्री हो? नाम जुड़ा जुड़ा लिखते हो. Then somebody heard this and came from far and said, "Hey, touch me, Lal Bahadur Shastri." Then one shopkeeper got the shock of the and then he started giving VIP, treatment. So unless and until he heard that seeing does not matter, but hearing matters. So seeing is through hearing. So then he understood hearing. So similarly, like Krishna we will come to know, but like in my life, I knew that Krishna is there and I used to celebrate Janmashtami. But when I heard from devotees the greatness of Krishna after 26 years, then I know, oh, Krishna is not just any other demigod. He is the Supreme Personality. So seeing Krishna is through the years. Then the 11th chapter is about feeling Krishna. And that's Krishna chose his, universal form. And in this universal form, Arjuna wanted Krishna showing the universal form for two reasons. Because in future, if anybody claims to be God, then the proof is you are universal. In future, and also at the same time, Krishna is telling Arjuna, look, whatever has happened is happening and will happen. I'm showing it to you. And you will see Vishnu, Pitama, Dronacharya, everybody dying, except for you, Pandavas, and few others will be alive. And he says that now I am killing everybody, so you are not killing anyone. You are just shooting a dead body. I have done everything. You just become an enigma. Then Arjuna is still satisfied. And the 12th chapter, again there is a twist. Arjuna is saying, Krishna, I understand I'm not attracted to the universal form, but I'm attracted to your 200 form. But even 5,000 years ago, there were many Mayavadis, sannyasis. So Krishna is saying there are so many of them who are following the Gyan Marga. So I am getting confused whether Bhakti Yoga, I'm convinced Bhakti Yoga is good and I will follow the Bhakti Yoga. But majority of people are, in the Gyan Marga, they are Mayavadis. I want your opinion so that I don't take a wrong choice. Then Krishna, that question, Krishna takes it seriously. Then he explains that Bhakti Yoga is best and Gyan Marga is difficult. And this is the third turning point. The first turning point is second chapter, slok number 7, and the first and the second is in after Chanchali Mana Krishna. Arjuna is accepting this sannyas I will not take. I am ready to do what you want to do, but Krishna says, wait. Now that you are becoming a devotee, become a very good devotee. Learn the art of living, art of dying, art of loving, art of seeing, art of feeling Krishna. And in the third chapter says, Bhakti Yoga is the best. And Arjuna says, okay. But 13th chapter onwards, again, Krishna will ask few questions. Why he asked, that I will explain tomorrow. As for today, I will just summarize the 7 chapters. It's called the essence of Bhagavad Gita, because in the 7th chapter, Krishna talks about Bhakti. In this 7th chapter, he talks about how a devotee is, living a life, seeing Krishna everywhere. In the 8th chapter, how a devotee, even while living the body, is very happily living his body. And how a devotee is falling in love with Krishna is in the 9th chapter. So in this way, these 6 chapters are full of bhakti. The Bhagavad Gita is a natural conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. And we find that Arjuna is having a doubt and Krishna is very patiently addressing to his doubt and removing his doubt. Arjuna, till the 6th chapter, he knew that I want to get divine knowledge. I will try to go to forest and become sannyas and get that knowledge. But Krishna knew he will not able to do that. And if he does that, he will be misleading many. And if he does what I say, Nishkam Karma Yoga, even if he has to kill Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya, it may look very harsh. But if he does that, he will set a very good example. Everybody in this world will take up Nishkam Karma Yoga Mark, they will come for Mangalarti, they will chant 16 rounds, they will do Tulsi Aarti, they will attend Bhagavatam class and they will start the day and they will do what Arjuna is doing. And to sum it up, in the end, Krishna is telling, you don't worry, I have done everything, I have killed them. What you are going to do is just taking an arrow and putting in the bow and shooting. I have done everything. So Arjuna is now again more convinced. But why Arjuna is asking questions again in 13th chapter? What is the reason? I will tell tomorrow. As for today, we'll sum it up here that these 12 chapters are talking about devotional service, and Krishna. In the 11th chapter, Krishna talks about himself. So he is the greatest. In the 10th chapter, Arjuna accepts that Krishna is great. But we know that, but Arjuna wants to tell this world how great is Krishna. We say God is great, but please let the world also know that how great is God. God is great, but we say, but how great is God is in the 10th chapter. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna is shown how really great is Krishna. Then he says, oh my God, Krishna, you are God. And he says, Baap re baap, I want to get up. So he said, okay. Then he really convinced Krishna. He is ready to take a bhakti. But still, the majority of people at that time still were Mayavadis, and Krishna wants Arjuna to influence them also. That's why more knowledge is given in 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, and finally in the 18th chapter. So here I give rest to my speech and the questions from your side I would like to. Okay, I will.
Alright, she said there were a lot of Mayavadis in that time.
Even now, but that time also. But now the Mayavadis are there, but they're not as. But at that time there were many of them.
But knowing from the, like when we hear, how do we resonate with this fact that with Krishna, there were a lot of Mayavadis. They saw Krishna, they were with Krishna. So what was their understanding of Krishna? How has it changed till today?
Yeah, like when Krishna was there, Kamsa was also there. Vishnupada was also there. And even you know, all of them were there. Jarasandha was there. So the Mayavadis are also there. The Mayavadis are saying that Krishna, परम सत्य आ गया है, पहले वो निराकार था, वो आकार हो गया, फिर वापस निराकार हो जाएगा. So that was the thinking. हम भी जो है निराकार थे, अभी आकार है, फिर हम थोड़ा सा तपस्या करेंगे, ज्ञान प्राप्त करेंगे, और हम भी निराकार हो जाएंगे. So that was the thinking. They were in that mood. So it didn't make much difference to them, even they saw Krishna. So they just they knew that हम निराकार हैं, अभी आकार मिला है, क्योंकि हम माया के अधीन हैं, अब फिर से हमें निराकार होना है. That was their thinking. They were not affected by Krishna's beauty because they were in that mentality. And Arjuna could see majority of them were Mayavadis. So to defeat them and not get influenced by them, again the question is Evam Satatritanam Bhajante Pipito Dada. So that the 12th chapter slok number 1 comes. Between the two devotees and the Mayavadis, which is best. Otherwise, why should Arjuna ask the question? It is not that syllabus Purani was syllabus Purani. It is not that. It's a natural flow of. Again, in the 18th chapter, Krishna Arjuna asks about sannyas. Why? For that matter, the sannyas which is mentioned from chapter 1 to 6 is karma sannyas. And the sannyas which is mentioned in the 18th chapter is jnana sannyas. So, for your information, there are 3 kinds of sannyas. Jnana sannyas, karma sannyas, and bhakti sannyas. So, we in ISKCON take sannyas, it's from the bhakti mark. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita says that sannyas is prohibited in Kali Yuga. That is karma sannyas. Karma sannyas was okay till Satyug, Treta, Dwapar. In Kali Yuga, karma sannyas is not accepted. But Bhakti Sannyas and Gyan Sannyas, like Mayavadi Sannyas is from Gyan Marg, Shankaracharya, that is acceptable. And Bhakti Sannyas, like Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarkacharya, all of them. That is that. Madhavendra Puri, we are all in the Bhakti. Karma sannyas is not accepted because in Satyug Treta Dwapar there was a discipline. A boy, he goes to lives a very good brahmachari life till age of 25. Then 25 to 50, he lives a very disciplined Grahastha ashram. That is the they were such disciplined that they should get up early, go for Mangalarti, then attend Bhagavatam class, work for 6 hours in the evening, do Sandhya Aarti and go to sleep and get up early. That was that. By the time they are 50, they are so detached, they go for Vanaprastha. And by 75, they are so detached, so they are ready for something. But in Kali Yuga, that is not there. Right from childhood, it's just sense gratification and sense gratification and more sense gratification. And at the even at the age of 50, 60, nobody wants to leave the house. They just want to be with their grandchildren and they want to see the grandchildren's marriage also. One old man was having his grandson is lab. So once the entry person would come, every day he used to come. So he used to say, Babaji, kuch updesh do, give some instruction, give the instruction. So this Babaji said, man, I always tell him that, it's time we should start chanting. Every time I tell them, then this Babaji was fed up. But still, he had this habit. Babaji, kuch updesh do. Then he said, मैं क्या उपदेश आपको दूं? आपके गोद में जो बच्चा है, वो आपको उपदेश कर दे रहा है. क्या उपदेश दे रहा है? बोला, बाबा, बाबा. That means, अभी आप बाबा जी बन जाओ, संन्यास ले लो. तो फिर ये जो था वो चालाक था. बाबा बोला मैं तो समझ गया महात्मा जी मैं समझ गया मैं अभी संन्यास लेने ही जा रहा था मेरा बेटी का बेटी वो आ गया छोटा सा और वो बोलने लगा ना so people are so attached that they don't want to they will even take up spiritual discourses but they will not be able to do that, so that's why karma sannyas is not there. So that is for chapter 1 to 6. Arjuna is a grahastha. He can go to the forest, but Krishna says don't go because he was not ready for it. So that's, but in the 18th chapter, the Shankaracharya says, unless and until one takes sannyas, one cannot be perfect. One cannot attain perfection in life. And Krishna from chapter 2 till chapter 17 is saying that even if you are not a sannyasi, don't worry. If you just follow the process of Nishkam Karma Yoga Marg, Yayati Maharaj, he attained perfection. Ajamil attained perfection. He was such a lusty person. But you follow the process of Nishkam Karma Yoga Marg, you will get in perfection. So the doubt comes to Arjuna at the end, 18th chapter. This Mayavadis are saying that we will get perfection only after taking sannyas. But you are saying from 2nd chapter to 7th chapter, just follow this process, come for Mangalarti, give donation, do some Vaishnava Seva, you will attain perfection. You are giving example of Yayati Maharaj and others. So which is better? So that is the final thing. Then Krishna says, work for me, that's the best. So 18th chapter is full of work for Krishna, and in the end, leave all other work and just work for him. Serve the one thing. So that is. So it's a beautiful conversation. If we read more and more, and I'm actually the more and more I'm reading and teaching, the more I'm relishing it. Right from last November, I'm doing day 1 till 18, first chapter, second chapter, third chapter. In 1 hour, I just complete the whole thing, the whole chapter. Along with the text, sloka, the meaning, how this sloka is connected to the previous text, and how it is going to be connected to the next text, and what is the essence of the text. It's a beautiful conversation, very simple and very beautiful, philosophically beautiful, and it reveals the heart of Krishna, that how much love he has got for us living in it. It's a beautiful thing. Like Sanjay says, the more and more I hear, the more and more my heart becomes religious. I relish the divine talk between Krishna and Arjuna. I get more into ecstasy. Similarly, the more and more we read and study Bhagavad Gita, wow, we feel, wow, how kind Krishna is, how merciful Krishna is, how compassionate Krishna is. So I request everybody to understand Bhagavad Gita. It's so simple, easy, and we should all fall in love with Bhagavad Gita. And this is my mission, that I want to make Bhagavad Gita so simple and easy that everyone, the atheist and the theist, the Hindus and the non-Hindus, the Sanatanis and non-Sanatanis, everybody will fall in Bhagavad Gita. It's so simple, easy to understand, and very lovable. So I request everybody. I just spoke, give the essence of the 12 chapters till now. The 13th chapter is very interesting, 13, 14, 15. The word Pashyati comes in 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Seeing the unseen is the name of the game, which we'll see tomorrow. Till today it will be unseen. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. So I think. Okay. Yeah, please. Then don't complain that I took a long class. If that complaint is that he is the. Oh, I'm just joking. Okay, fine.
Right, you talked about the three sannyas, karma, jnana, and karma sannyas. So
Karma sannyas, jnana sannyas, and bhakti. Like there are three paths to go to Krishna. Karma marg, jnana marg, and bhakti marg. Similarly, karma sannyas, and bhakti sannyas.
So how do we distinguish the three, or understanding wise? Like what's the difference between the three?
The difference is karma sannyas, one does not need the spiritual master like वो अपना जो है brahmachari life करेगा, grahast life, but they live a disciplined brahmachari life, disciplined grahast. By the time they are 40, they are ready to leave the world, but they stay with the wife. And when it is 50, they say everything is given to the children. And they follow a proper varnashram. And by the time it is 75, it tells the wife, you be under the shelter of a son, and they are ready to, they are ready. But that will not happen because there is no proper brahmachari training. So that is the thing. But in Krishna consciousness, the beauty is whether one is not a good brahmachari or bad brahmachari, but one is in a grahast ashram with training or without training. But if we take up this process of Krishna consciousness and serve the Vaishnavas, gradually with the intensity with which we serve the purity, because of the mercy of the Vaishnavas, the blessings, our heart becomes purer and purer, and we can actually go to higher levels of Krishna consciousness. So we can see when Srila Prabhupada came, the devotees, they became Gavastas, they were hippies. Just few months ago, they were into illicit sex and drugs. But by following Srila Prabhupada, from Duratma, they become Mahatma, from Adamkava, they become Paramahansa, you know. So, because they are getting mercy, the beauty of Bhakti Yoga is whether one is uh, from a very good background or a bad background. But if they serve the Vaishnavas and devotees, then gradually by the mercy, they will get blessings, and with the blessings, gradually the heart gets pure, 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 and they become better and better devotees. So there are many examples in Prabhupada's time, and in the current time, there are many grahastas, brahmacharis, who are taking up this process. They have a very bad background, but this process is helping us. So Bhakti Yoga is good. One can direct it from brahmachari, take sannyas, or one can go from brahmachari life to grahastha and go to vanprastha. And there are many who, after vanprastha took sannyas also. So Bhakti Marg sannyas is there because they go through the process of cleaning. But in Karma Marg, the process of cleaning is not there. That's why the Karma Marg sannyas is stopped. They will just say Baba and Nana. so in Gyan Marg also the process of cleaning is there. So they take sannyas. So Arjuna's question in the 18th chapter is from that angle. And Arjuna's questions in second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is from this angle. And 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th is Bhakti. We'll see how Krishna glorifies Bhakti. There are 11 kinds of, 12 kinds of human beings. Chaturita Bhajante Man, Jana Sukriti Arjuna, Adhyati Gasya, Adhyati Gyan Sukritiman. Then 4 kind of Duskritiman. There are, it becomes 8. Then Devi Devta Vag, then Mayava, then Brahmava. Then in the 9th chapter, the 12th will come, that is Viratvadis. Will talk that this universe, the earth, is Krishna's body. Anyway, this is little information, but the beauty is Bhagavad Gita is a simple, it's a conversation, and if we understand it, we can relish it, and I'm relishing it, and I want the whole world to relish. So I'm in a mission to make 900 crore people of this world fall in love with Bhagavad Gita. So after Janmashtami, I will go in a very big way. Till then, I'm just doing my preparation also. I'll be doing in a very big way. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So tomorrow we'll see the 13th chapter. It's very interesting. The word Pashyati will come. Pashyati, 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 Pashyati. Seeing the unseen in the name of God. We'll see tomorrow. Hare Krishna.